You are lying in a thin nylon tent, deep inside grizzly country, completely unconscious, utterly defenseless, breathing slow and steady. Somewhere out in the dark, a predator that could kill you in seconds already knows exactly where you are and is choosing to walk away. Every night, millions of people sleep in tents inside wolf country and mountain lion range, and almost none of them get eaten. You are a soft, slow, unconscious bag of meat lying on the ground. By every biological measure, you are the perfect target. So why does nothing come for you? Most large predators, wolves, mountain lions, leopards, hyenas, are most active between dusk and dawn. That is when they hunt and search. A grizzly can pick up your scent from 20 miles away. A wolf can hear a heartbeat over a mile off in the right conditions. A mountain lion could be crouched 30 feet from your tent right now, and you would never know it. These animals choose not to come closer. Predators are not built for bravery. They are built for survival. And those two things are not the same thing at all. A wolf that takes pointless risks does not live long enough to reproduce. A lion that charges at something unknown does not eat tomorrow. Every large predator alive today descends from ancestors who were careful. And to those animals, humans feel deeply wrong in every way. We do not move like prey. We do not smell like prey. We do not sound like prey. A deer freezes. A rabbit bolts. You give off none of those signals. You lie motionless for hours. Your breathing stays slow. You carry smells that do not belong in nature. Synthetic fabric, cooked food, soap, smoke. To a predator meeting a human for the first time, none of this adds up. Animals are wired to be deeply suspicious of anything that does not add up. There is a term in animal behavior for this: neophobia, the fear of the unfamiliar. Most large predators have it, and for very good reason. In the wild, the unfamiliar thing is often the thing that kills you. A strange smell, an unusual sound, a shape that matches nothing in memory. Humans set off this alarm constantly. We carry fire. We carry metal. We wear synthetic materials that have never existed in the natural world before. Even our sweat is chemically strange, loaded with traces of everything we eat, everything we use, everywhere we have ever been. To a wolf or a bear, a sleeping human in a tent does not register as food. It registers as an unsolved problem, a possible unidentified threat. Humans have been hunting and killing large predators for hundreds of thousands of years, long before we had written language or tools. We wiped out the dire wolf, the cave lion, the American cheetah entirely. The predators still alive today survived by learning to avoid us. A sleeping deer is still just a deer. A sleeping human might have a spear within reach. That lesson has been encoded across thousands of generations. In places where predators have had long contact with humans, they maintain wide distance. Where they have not, they are more curious and less cautious. So what about the attacks that do happen? Hikers get attacked on trails, campers get mauled, but almost none happen to someone asleep. When attacks occur, they almost always trace back to one of three causes. The first is food. A bear that connects campsites with easy meals shifts its behavior dangerously. A food-conditioned bear stops treating humans as a threat and starts treating them as a resource. That shift in calculation is what makes things dangerous. The second cause is desperation. A predator that is starving or injured may abandon its instincts out of pure survival necessity. The infamous man, eating lions of Tsavo, killed dozens of railway workers in Kenya in 1898. Both were found later to have severe dental injuries. The third cause is surprise, cornering an animal, stumbling onto a mother with cubs, or reaching into a hidden spot can trigger a defensive attack. That attack is defensive, not predatory. The animal is not hunting, it is protecting itself. That distinction changes everything about the encounter. Notice what is completely missing from that list. A healthy, well-fed predator calmly deciding to attack a sleeping, harmless human just for food. That essentially never happens. In rare cases where something close occurs, the animal is almost always sick, injured, or seriously conditioned to human food. There is one more detail most people have never heard. Wolves are attuned to group dynamics. They read social structure constantly, determining who is vulnerable. When wolves observe sleeping humans, they often circle at a distance without approaching, trying to make sense of an unreadable social picture. A sleeping human gives no signals of submission or dominance, no body language of any kind, just an unresponsive shape that seems not to notice the wolf. That confusion works entirely in our favor. The safest choice for any predator is always to avoid what it does not understand or cannot read. For most of human history, fear of the dark made complete sense. We built fires and walls and slept in groups because our ancestors were genuinely vulnerable. But somewhere along the way, the balance tipped. Humans became so widespread and consistently lethal that large predators evolved to rout entirely around us. The animals that never learned to avoid people were hunted into extinction. The ones that did learn survived, and that lesson has been passed down ever since. The wilderness pressing in around your tent is not looking at you the way you look at it. The wolf circling your camp weighs only whether you are worth the risk. And almost every single time the answer comes back, no. The numbers confirm this in ways that genuinely surprise most people who hear them. The National Park Service logs every significant wildlife encounter. With millions camping in bear and mountain lion territory, yearly fatal predator attacks on sleeping campers are effectively zero. You are far more likely to be struck by lightning inside that park than attacked while you sleep. More likely hurt driving to the trailhead than by anything wild. So the next time you lie awake in your tent, listening to something move through the brush outside, wondering whether you should be afraid, consider this. Whatever is out there already knows you are present. It caught your scent hours ago. It heard you settle in. It has tracked your breathing this whole time. And it is choosing to stay exactly where it is. Not because it cannot reach you, but because something deep in its instincts says you are not prey. Somewhere deep in the instincts of every large predator left on this planet sits a lesson handed down across thousands of generations. Humans are something else entirely. Sleep. Well,